Welcome to my podcast, Self-Relationship is a Must. Today, I have on my show a very energetic person. She's a wellness coach, wellness trainer, coach, all that good stuff. But anyway, this lady is awesome. She's going to share with us some dynamite things. I'm going to introduce to you Miss Lisa Gourdine Davis. How are you? How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Oh, I'm energetic like you. Like I like the energy. I love the energy already before we even get going.
Energy.
So let's get right into it. So, who is Lisa? Who is Lisa?
Well, first and foremost, I'm a mama.
Yeah, you're mama.
I have 3 adult children,
Oh.
and 2 awesome daughters.
Okay.
You know, one of them is my favorite nurse. She is a hospice nurse, BSN. Yeah,
Hospice nurse.
Hospice nurse.
And how long has she been the hospice nurse?
Wow. Okay, this is gonna age me, but this is what this is about, right?
You only gonna be the only ones that's gonna tell on your age.
I'm gonna tell my age. I'm gonna tell my age because that's what it's about.
Okay.
8 years.
Okay.
My daughter's
Do the math.
36.
Oh wow. Okay, that's awesome.
And my other daughter gave me my grandbaby,
Okay.
and she's a graphic artist.
Wow.
And then my baby,
Your
my
baby
son,
baby.
he's following your footsteps.
Wow. How's that? What?
He's a running back
Okay.
at University of Washington. He'll be starting. Cam Davis, number 22. Gotta watch him in action.
University of Washington. So I went to Washington
I
State.
know.
So some of you guys know I went to Washington State University, not the University of Washington Huskies. Her son he go to the University of Washington, which is our rival school. I had to do that. I had to just break a quick break
Apple
because
Cup
I
is
have that
coming.
opportunity, but they beat us though. Anyway, go ahead. So Cam Davis.
The Apple Cup. You can,
Yeah, I know. I know.
That's the big competition
Wow,
between the two.
wow, okay,
So yeah,
good.
he'll be starting, and he'll probably be entering the draft in 2024.
Oh, okay. We're
So,
gonna
yeah, we gotta
pray
watch
for
him.
him. Okay, that's a proud mama right there.
So yeah,
For
I'm
both
very
the daughter
proud of
and him.
Yep.
Just- okay.
And of course, my priorities are faith,
Yes.
my family, and fitness.
Wow. Family and fitness all in one. Take pride in that, right?
Oh yeah, 3 F's.
Yeah, what?
I could add football too.
Well,
since I'm a football mama.
But when you said 3Fs, that just I cringed a little bit. I thought about back in the day when I was going to school. 3Fs. Wow. I didn't get 3Fs, but I'm just saying.
Well, you know I'm an educator too, so
Yeah, that
no
part.
F's are allowed.
That part.
No
Okay.
Fs are allowed.
Okay. So let's go right into it. So I said wellness. I'm a wellness fitness coach. What actually people I think want to, because a lot of people don't understand what wellness is. I didn't understand that till just recently. Okay. So what is wellness, first of all, in general?
Okay. For me, basically, it's how you feel. It's a lifestyle. So it's a lifestyle of feeling good physically, mentally, and of course, having your spirituality together. You got to have that together as well.
Okay.
Most people, they're not really feeling good. They don't feel good.
Okay.
They get up in the morning.
Explain
We
it.
talked
Yeah,
about
go
that.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Get
Yeah.
up in the morning, aches and pains, or it's hard to get up in the morning. Then you got at 3 o'clock, you got that lull, right?
Right. Okay.
I mean, just the energy level of most people is very low. So their productivity tends to not match, or they just don't feel well at all.
Right.
And then if you're not feeling good, you're not going to look good, you're not going to do good. And, mental health. We don't even need to talk
That's a
about
whole
mental
nother
health. That's a
podcast.
whole another podcast,
Yes,
right?
okay, go
And
ahead.
it's something I really don't delve into, but I
Okay.
do know
Okay.
that there is biochemical reactions when you exercise and when you eat well.
What's biochemical reaction? What is that
Just
actually?
the chemicals in your. I'm not going to talk a whole bunch.
No,
of
but it's just in general,
Yeah,
like, that's-
like
that- okay.
endorphins
That's
and
it, okay.
things things
Okay.
of that nature that actually naturally makes you feel well,
Right.
makes you feel helps with
So
wellness.
it's about just feeling good, like
reducing illness, not being sick.
Wow.
It's a lifestyle though.
Right.
It has to be a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You can't just go, oh, I think I'm going to do it because I have a special event. I want to look good or whatever. What are all the
It ain't
other
gonna just
reasons
happen
that people
overnight,
do?
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like people
Come
do,
on.
they do it for different reasons.
Yes,
Yes. They're getting back out there in our age. Even though I'm older.
Well, we're gonna get to that age thing,
I know.
and again, you're going to tell on your own age.
I know.
It's getting there. It's coming.
I
It's
know.
coming. And the people are not going to really believe it. But
yeah, they will.
It took me a while, but we're going to get there. Let's keep the suspense going.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so
go ahead. Mm-hmm.
So basically, you do need to feel good about yourself.
Yes.
Inside and out.
Okay.
You know, we have all this fake stuff going on, you know.
Okay, so
I can't get into that. I can't get into all the extras, you know, the eyelashes and the waist trainer. That's my personal self-lation.
Okay, that's fine.
Because it's good to enhance yourself. I'm not saying not to.
Yeah. That's
But if you're not feeling good and you're just trying to add that on, when you take it off, what happens?
Okay.
Come on, fellas.
Yeah.
Y'all talk about it. I hear it.
Yeah. So
I talk to guys a lot of times. They said, when she takes all that stuff off,
it's a different.
It's a different person.
So basically, you're saying that you should make sure that your inner self, you are together.
Right.
But you can add that. You can because it enhances. You know, it makes some people feel like,
yourself.
yeah, I feel good.
Oh yeah.
But just don't leave out the healthy part.
Right.
Don't leave out the wellness part
right.
with it. Is that what you're saying?
I think people try to mask how they feel.
Okay.
That's what it is. That's what they're doing. They're trying to, it's a go around.
Okay.
You know, they don't want to do what they need to do to feel better, you know, to feel good, to look good.
Okay.
They don't want to do that.
Okay.
So
and you're here today, guess what? To help
tell
people.
them,
to help.
It can be
Helping
done.
others, yes, absolutely.
It can be done. It's never too late.
Absolutely.
But it is better to start early. It is better to start that lifestyle.
But it's never too late.
It's never too late.
Absolutely. Okay. So now I got to ask a question. Like that field is like deep. That field is something like you got to have a desire for that. You have to have a knack for that, per se. So what actually, other than what you said, like what motivated you into going into that field? Because that's not a normal field most people want to go into. What motivated you?
I kind of fell into it.
Okay, talk to us.
Yeah, I went to UCLA.
Okay.
And
another
of course,
school here,
yeah,
Pac-10.
I'm a Bruin for life. That's another one. That is another.
I'm not like you got the University of Washington,
all these rivalries,
and you got the UCLA Bruins. Now I'm not knocking none of them, but Washington State, go. Let's go. Here we go. All right, go ahead. I'm back.
Go
Pac-10. Okay, we're good.
Bruins.
We're going to battle all day.
Well, we won't be Pac-10 in 2024.
Well, we good then. All right, we're going to be okay. Okay, so
we won't be Pac-12 yet.
Pac-12.
So anyway,
go ahead. What motivated you? Talk to me. Like you said, you fell into it.
So when I graduated, of course, everybody, you know, doctor, lawyer, Indian chief. Look what I graduated from UCLA. What are you going to do? I went to law school for 3 days.
Wait. I'm sorry.
It was like the orientation.
I'm sorry.
I went to law school for 3 days.
She said she went to law school for 3 days. Now, for some of you guys that have been going to law school for 3 years and didn't do well, don't feel so bad. She said 3 days. Go ahead. How did that happen, Lisa? Talk to me.
Well, first of all, you know, the professor to me was wah, 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 wah.
It just sounded like
there. Yeah. Okay. I'm sitting there and he goes, well, in this profession, you're going to be sitting for 80 hours a week. And I went, not going to happen.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you never can go out. You can't stretch your legs.
It's books. It ain't no.
I love books.
You ain't running.
I love books. I love all that stuff. But then they started talking about justice and rights. And I started itching. No.
Well,
I got to get out of here.
Some of you was itching mentally. Yeah.
I had to get, I go, this is, I'm 21, 22 at the time.
Right. Okay.
And I knew at that point, this is not me. I am not sitting behind a desk.
Wow.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Just, you know,
no, I didn't know what I was going to do.
Got you.
So I worked out a lot. So I decided to apply for Holiday Health Spa. Wow. So in 6 weeks, I became a manager because I worked my way up from instructor, aerobics instructor, sales.
Okay.
And 6 weeks later, they said, you know what? We're going to go ahead and let you manage one of these clubs.
Oh, go ahead.
Because it was something I believed in so much that when I went to go sell memberships, I would just, you know, when I was giving the tours around, I would just look at the salesperson and I said, she's going to sign up.
Yeah.
Wait, what? We didn't even go through our whole spiel. You guys have been through that when you go to a health club. We didn't even go through everything. I said, oh, I just talked to her on her. She's going to sign up.
Okay.
So then I
Wow.
knew there was something there. There was something in me that, like almost like a calling that I need to inspire people to
Now,
exercise.
But now before you went into it, like, can you recall a time prior to that moment, prior going to a UCLA, that you would want to be like in that field or
Not
exercise?
at all.
Is something, did you like exercise a lot? Did you, I mean,
I ran track.
Okay,
So,
but I mean, even before that, back in your day, back before all that, never,
was
you never
nothing.
got up every day, jog 3 miles?
what
and-
was before track?
Okay, I hear you.
There was
guess-
nothing before track.
I hear you.
really.
Okay, I just
In
wanted to see if it
sports
was
and
something
softball.
in you that that triggered. So when you got to that moment, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get into this.
And back in the, I'm going to date myself again, back in the 70s
Okay.
and 80s, the health spa industry was the beauty industry. That's not me, you know. That's
okay.
not-
You
I'm
said
more of
the beauty
yeah,
industry.
people
What does
are
that mean?
exercising to
To
look,
look good?
good.
Okay, okay.
It's, you know, all the pretty
Yeah.
people go,
Yeah,
you know, back
yeah.
in the day. They had the Nautilus. You probably remember all that.
I
Jack
remember Jack-
LaLanne.
yes, all that.
Okay,
Come on.
I'm really
Come
dating
on,
me
Jack
now.
LaLanne. You said Jack LaLanne for some of you younger folks, but we know Jack LaLanne. Like, we know who Jack LaLanne was back in the day. That was a back in the day thing. You got to Google it. We're not going to tell you what it is.
No, we're not gonna tell.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know?
Go ahead.
May
So,
he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. But he did a lot of
And
us some
you know
good.
what?
Absolutely.
He inspired me in a
Absolutely.
way. There
Okay.
were so many different
Absolutely.
people in my life that I looked at and I said, I could do them.
There you
I
go.
could be them.
I
You
know it
know.
was some- yeah,
So
yeah.
when I got to be,
Yes.
I went into the health club business. Of course, it was a beauty industry.
go
so
ahead. Okay.
you work 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Right.
That's all you
Right.
do. You know, work
Right.
out people, take.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? I want to get married, have kids. So I did.
Okay.
But it's just not a great industry to raise your kids.
Okay.
So I went into
Okay.
corporate sales.
Right.
So I
okay.
was sold textbooks, you know, just whatever I could do.
You did
so
your
I could
homework for
still-
that to stay.
Oh yeah. Oh
above.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
So I really
Right.
did. But you have to think,
Yes.
all these little things contribute to what I'm doing today.
Okay,
Because
we're
the
gonna get there. We're gonna
pharmaceuticals
get
has
there.
a lot to do
Oh,
with
we're
what I
gonna
talked
get
about
there.
biochemistry.
We're gonna
right?
get there. Yes.
And
yes.
I called on a lot of orthopedic surgeons, and
Yes, yes.
a lot of athletes know them very well.
Okay.
And
Piece
I
of-
sold pain meds, so
Wow,
I
okay,
know
okay.
Celebrex, you know, so all that kind of contributes.
Yeah.
But I never stopped training people. I
Wow.
would bring people at my house.
So that just
train
kept
them in
going.
the
That-
house. Oh,
that-
I never stopped. I never stopped.
Okay.
And sometimes because I traveled a lot with
Yes.
corporate America and I had my
Yes.
kids, and sometimes I didn't charge them.
Oh wow.
But the funny story about me charging for being a personal trainer,
Yes. Go ahead.
I was in the gym, and this is back in my 20s. I'm working out, and people come up, I want legs like yours. Ooh, how'd you get your legs to look like
Wow,
that?
okay.
How'd you get that to look like
Yeah.
that? I go,
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
You know?
You said right.
And so,
So,
so finally
okay.
they said, well, show us that exercise that you're doing. So I show them.
So you said you
I'd
can
show
show them
'em.
better than you can tell them.
I just show you.
There you go.
Exactly.
Okay,
Because
go
I
ahead.
didn't know how I got these legs. Genetics, I don't
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll get
okay.
into that too.
Absolutely. Yes.
So my girlfriend, she pulled me aside and said, you know, you can charge for that. You don't have
comes.
to, you don't have to do this for free.
Here it comes,
Yeah,
right?
you don't have to do it for free. I said, charge to tell her that I'm doing something. This is easy. Because everything for me, when it came to exercise, when it came to fitness, when it came to sports, it was just like a natural
Yes.
thing to do. I mean, in the 6th grade, I was on the boys track team.
Wow. Wow.
Because
did they have Did
They had a
did
girls.
I was going to ask. Did they have a girls?
Yep,
So-
but my teacher was billed to me, the decathlete,
Okay.
was his brother.
Okay.
So he went, you.
Unbelievable.
Well,
Was that
you need
legal? That wasn't
competition.
illegal. That's not legal.
Back in
They
you know,
cheated.
back in the 70s.
Okay.
They didn't legal.
Yeah, she did this stuff. Okay, go ahead.
They didn't, you know.
We getting to that age thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go
So
ahead.
anyway,
Okay.
so, you know, he said, run against these boys.
Uh-huh.
You know, they're crying
Right,
when they
right.
lost. The daddy's looking at them. You let that girl beat you. Because back then,
Okay.
that now we have more, gender neutral.
Yes, yes.
Everybody's accepted. Oh, no, back then, sports are separate.
Yes. Yes.
You know, sports are
Wow.
very separate. So the inspiration came from basically just what was inside of me.
Yeah. Go ahead.
and I was able to help people.
Yes.
And it was just natural. It's almost like it was intuitive to do that, you know, because
it was just a natural thing.
It was a natural, very natural thing for me
Wow.
to do. And it was easy for me to demonstrate exercises. When I would work out with people, you heard me say work out with people.
Work out, yeah, go ahead.
I rarely just did showed them how to do the exercise. I would actually work out with them.
You would work out with your athlete that you were training.
That I was training. So sometimes it'd be 6 to 7 times a day. I'd teach a class, have 4 or 5 clients, and it was no big deal to me.
How did that feel? Like, did you feel like doing that, working out with your athletes, and you were outdoing them, not trying to outdo them, but you were outdoing them?
Oh, the
were there a
boys?
lot, whoever that you trained that you were doing like better than, did at any point anybody quit because it's like, well, I don't want this trainer, she's outdoing me, and so forth and so on? Like,
we had tears.
Oh.
I don't know if they quit, but I did
Okay.
have tears because I ran track in Orange County, and so
we'll get
a
there.
little different.
We're going to get there.
Yeah, a little different
Okay.
type of,
Okay.
it was a brand new school area, so they weren't used to seeing
Okay.
speed.
Yeah. See, yeah. So so we're going to get into the track. We're going to get into all that, okay? Because I mean, that's our next segment. But just the part about the wellness, I love it because, again, you've already made it clear that it's about you're here to help people feel good about themselves and just internally, you know, and that's great. And I'm listening to the stories now. I asked about back in the day, did you ever, you know, did it ever hit, you know, but I mean, were you out in the streets racing? I mean, I'm trying to get,
yeah,
see,
I did.
I was
mean,
getting
that,
somewhere, something in along the lines, but that's going to lead to where we're going in the next, our next segment.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I was a hybrid. I called
Okay,
myself because I loved wearing dresses.
Okay.
But I would race the boys.
Okay.
Climb trees.
Yeah.
And a little bit of the tomboy.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't do a lot of the girly girl stuff, but I still liked wearing dresses and, you know, lipstick.
I know what that's all about. I have a sister. We would get out on the street, and all the guys in the neighborhood, literally, like back in the day, we line up, and my sister would be right in the middle, and she would beat all of us. So I know what it's like getting beat by a girl. Not only that you get beat by, well, it felt better, I guess, because I got beat by my sister. But when you say you beat all the boys, you brought back something, and that's huge. So at this time, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to a break, and we'll see. We'll be right back.
As a young adult, many of us grow up with our dreams inspired from movies, actors, film stars, and many people from the TV industry. We imagine ourselves to be that way, to be in the same limelight, and accomplish the same amount of stardom someday. BFN actually does that for a lot of individuals who belong to disadvantaged groups in society with much less access to the same privileges as us, and most likely face barriers and discrimination entering the film or theater industry. They offer many programs through theater arts and also mentor the youth with acting classes. It acts as a form of self-expression for many and gives them an outlet to practice and certainly move much closer to their dreams. You can contribute with your generous donations in enriching the lives of motivated young adults as well. You can also support BFN's cause by signing up for our BFN All Access app on Roku TV or any Roku device with just a small donation of $5 monthly or $60 for the whole year to get exclusive content only available through our app. God bless you.
Welcome back to Self-Relationship is a Must with my own personal friend here, Miss Lisa Gourdine Davis. Thank you for being here again. So let's get right back into it. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this wellness. You said that you met a longtime friend in sports that through a magazine called Weeder magazine.
Okay,
Yeah, talk about that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
when I got into fitness,
Yeah.
and I'm in the gym and I'm managing the health clubs,
Okay.
and I like the free weights and not the pretty chrome weights.
Oh,
so
you a free weight.
I was a free weight girl
never
because
work out
of
with
track.
you. Go ahead.
But I hated
We
it.
coming to there, yeah. Go
I
ahead.
hated
Okay.
the weights
Yes.
at UCLA and track. I hated it.
Okay, okay.
So I'm working out, and there was a bunch of those really, muscular guys in there,
Yeah,
and they'd walk
yeah.
up, they go, you know what, you could be a bodybuilder.
Okay, there we go.
You should bodybuild. And they go, what's that? They go, okay, so all you have to do is work out, eat right, and then show off your muscles. It's a sport. I said, okay, I'll do it. So they put together the diet, and I started bodybuilding competitively.
So, wait.
know.
You jumped eight hurdles. You started bodybuilding. So within that start, were there some like guidelines that you had to follow to? Because bodybuilders are like, you just said it. You just said you trained, but it's got to be some more to that. Like it's got to be a strict. Besides a diet, it's got to be that type of workout. Well, go ahead.
It was very structured.
Come
on. We worked out 2 hours in the gym. You had to do your cardio.
Wow.
And your supplements, not steroids. No, it wasn't steroids.
We go. Okay.
But
yeah.
they, a lot of people.
Legal substance.
They
you have
do
to,
that. Yeah.
I mean, let's face
But
it.
you had to,
Let's face it.
eat a lot of protein.
Okay.
And just to put size on, I was skinny. I was really skinny. I had no upper body.
Wow.
I had big legs from track, but I was skinny.
So anybody can really start being a bodybuilder, no matter your physique. Or not.
It just depends on how disciplined you want to be. I don't recommend if you don't have a passion for it, I don't recommend being a bodybuilder.
Okay.
But I do recommend resistant weights, and here's why: because when you do compete, the diet is very unhealthy. Because you're trying to get all those cuts in. You're cutting everything out.
Yeah.
You cut everything out.
Right.
And it's just not healthy. It's not healthy.
And you were true, like you were a formulated bodybuilder. Like you had all the boom, boom, and all
Palm
that.
Springs Classic.
Come on, talk to us.
Competed there in couples.
Wow.
Probably like you talked about Weeder magazine. Some of my really good friends to this day, you probably read about them in Weeder magazine.
Come on.
I go to this I go to a bodybuilding competition in Arnold's. He's got his table
out
there with
Schwarzenegger?
yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All right, okay.
And he's got his gear that he's promoting
all right.
just at like a regular
Wow.
competition.
What was it like interacting with Arnold, or did you do
a little bit? He was just one of the guys.
So,
it was nothing.
Okay,
he was,
okay, go ahead.
There was other Mr. USA. I have a good friend, John Brown. He's still my good friend. Got 3 NFL or 3 collegiate football player sons. And, but so a lot of them, Sean Ray. I mean, a lot of them were my friends back in the day, bodybuilding, and I didn't think anything of it. I just thought, oh, these guys work out too, and now I have to go on stage with the bikini on.
Yeah, that was like getting to yeah, okay. that part, you didn't feel comfortable about that?
No, but you had to.
I know you had to.
Put myself in a mindset of this is a sport.
Okay, there you go.
And they're going to be analyzing body parts, so.
All day.
And then I got to pick my own music and I dance, and I'm a little bit of I like to perform a little bit, but but not in a bikini.
Okay, yeah, right, that part, right?
But so I mean, so I did it for a while, but I really appreciated everything I got out of it, but it just wasn't me. It was too self-focused. You talk about self-relationship. It was too much.
Come on.
It was
self-responsibility.
way too much.
Come on, self-discipline.
It was all that was there.
Yeah.
But it was, you talk about, I don't mean that you have to be single. Yeah. I don't mean that you have to be selfish.
Yes.
When I was bodybuilding, I felt that.
Okay,
I didn't feel a balance because I think self-relationship is also sharing yourself. You take care of yourself.
It's not selfish, absolutely.
But because you're taking care of yourself, you're able to share it.
Share and help.
I didn't feel that in bodybuilding.
Really?
I didn't feel that at all. I felt that I wasn't helping anybody being on stage in a bikini, but it was all about me. I got sick of me.
Yeah.
Focusing on what do I eat every day.
Wow.
Plus, can you imagine going? Well, we've sat down and had a meal together.
Yes.
And sitting down with the bodybuilder.
Yeah.
When the waitress comes, like, Is there mayonnaise in that? Can you take this out? You guys have people who do that? They take everything out.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know a couple buddies like that.
Yeah, and they don't, and everybody's sitting down and they're having like a piece of cake or a piece of pie, and they're looking at me. She's not going to eat that,
Right.
that kind of thing.
That judgment type of thing.
That judgment.
Okay.
And I didn't feel like I was a part of anything.
Wow.
Unless I was with my bodybuilding friends, because we were all doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So I did it for 2 years. But
Listen, that was hard though. You had regular friends and not bodybuilding friends. Did that? I mean, how many? Not how many, but was there some friends you lost behind when you were doing your bodybuilding? No.
No, because I only did it for 2 years, and it was like, that's Lisa.
Okay, they understood who you were. That's what you wanted.
Yeah, because I ran track, for
respect.
UCLA, and
okay.
So that was different too.
Okay.
So
All right. Well, let's get right into it. You said it a couple times. You've heard. She ran track. So you ran track. Go ahead and repeat where you ran track at. And
your favorite school?
Okay.
No.
Okay, but you know what?
I'm kidding.
No, I love it. I love it because when I say these things, I love it. I don't mean harm. It's always just that fun battle.
Well, when you're a student athlete, you put a lot of heart and soul into that.
You do.
So that's my school, and it's my son
I
goes
love
to
it.
University of Washington.
Talk about. So do you guys? So on that, you ran track at UCLA. And your son's at University of Washington, I keep saying. Now, do you guys be around the house sometime talking about Bruins, talking about Huskies? Do y'all don't do that every now and then?
Yes.
Okay.
Too much.
It's a little. She said, but I bet you started.
Well,
that's what I thought.
When you go to recruiting, when he was being recruited,
yeah, go ahead.
The coach actually had to tell me. The recruiting coach had to say, "Do not wear any blue and gold."
That's
Lisa,
hard for you,
not
huh? Yeah,
come. Keep all your gear at home. And he promised me gear.
Yeah.
I didn't get it, but I didn't buy it.
Okay.
But I told him, I said, okay, I'm going to wear my University of Washington stuff. But I got my Bruin stuff underneath. And
you kidding me? Like Superman or Superwoman or something you'll pull off in the cape?
Yeah. I mean,
are you serious?
Yeah. And then it's hard because they play against them.
Of course. So what happens on that day? I know, but you got to go with son. You got to go with son, though.
I pray.
Okay.
My son gets in my face.
Rub it out. Okay.
I have season tickets to Bruin football.
Yeah.
He gets in my face and he says, "Mom."
Come on, Mom.
He talks
Mom,
to me.
Mom.
He gives me the pep talk.
Okay.
He corrects me. I'm the one that talks to him about what it's like to be a student athlete. Be in your books.
Come on.
Eat healthy, which he loves nutrition, but he was raised like that.
Okay, that's what he.
And so he was raised like that. So, I gave him that, and he gives, "Mom, I'm your son. You cannot clap or scream or do an eight clap for UCLA.
Really?
When they're it's hard.
It is. I can imagine.
You can't sing the fight song because I sing the fight song every time we make a touchdown, but I can't when he's playing. But my son did really well against him, so that it did turn.
It helps a little
the
bit.
second time we played, it was great.
Okay, I love it.
It's
so
great.
so running track. What events did you do, Lisa?
I did long jump and hurdles.
Okay.
And
were you pretty good? You were good.
Well, in the 70s, I did win the state meet.
In the 70s, we're getting close to that age.
For long jump.
Okay.
And I did receive a scholarship for track.
Good.
And I am a Title IX scholarship athlete.
What is the Title IX? Explain what that means.
Basically, it was just they tried to equalize men and women's sports in college. That's basically what it is.
That was at that time. Okay, I remember that.
And it started, I think, the history of it is, I believe it passed in 72. Okay. But I didn't graduate till 77. So UCLA kind of caught up a little bit, and there was two of us. Yeah. And we actually got the first full rides. So
wow.
I was a Title IX.
You got the first, first for what? That was back in, 7. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay, at least that's huge. So you hurdles.
Hurdles is good. Yeah. I mean, but long jump is my my DNA. My uncle is Dr. Meredith Gourdine. Okay. He got it in the 52 Olympics. Yeah. He got a silver in the broad jump. Yeah. And a famous physicist as well, black inventor. Okay. So that, that was in my DNA. Okay. To do the broad jump. Okay. So UCLA, thinking back, I think you said
you've ran with Jackie Joyner Kersey.
Jackie Joyner Kersey,
and
Evelyn Ashford.
Really, what was that like? That was a great, yeah.
Well, first
on
of all,
team, been together.
You know, Evelyn. When I came as a freshman,
Come on.
Evelyn was there, and her coach Pat Conley recruited me.
Okay.
And she's amazing.
Yes.
I mean, you're talking about discipline.
Yes.
And see, when you get outside of yourself
Yes.
and you see athletes like that,
Yes.
that are putting a lot of work into that,
Unbelievable.
you want to
It's
share
huge.
that with other people.
It's
you don't,
huge.
you,
It's
they don't
huge.
know what they're missing
Right.
when they see what it's like
Right.
to exercise,
Yeah.
to eat right.
Yeah.
Evelyn was very domestic. Is
Meaning-
very
meaning
domestic.
what, like
she cooked. She ate healthy. She was
Wow.
one of my role models for
Okay, there
eating
you
healthy.
go. Really?
Because when I got to school, my lunch was Three Musketeers, Hershey bars. I mean, I was a teenager.
Let's
you know,
be
I ate
honest,
French
right?
fries, but Evelyn was my role model of what nutrition really
Okay.
was like.
Yes.
What supplements was like. I mean,
Yes.
because of course you have your peers that are probably more influential than your coach says.
Yes.
You got to take supplements. You got to do this.
Yeah, come
they
on,
took away
come
my
on.
chocolate and gave me carob. I was, you know, because I wouldn't go through withdrawals. That's how
Yeah.
much chocolate I ate.
Yeah. I think a lot
But
of
Evelyn,
us did.
but
Yes.
I saw Evelyn, fastest woman ever.
Wow.
I mean, she
Wow,
would
she's-
practice. She would practice with the
Wow.
men. She would practice
That's what
with
made
the
her
men.
so great.
Mhm.
Just
And then
awesome.
meeting Jackie. Jackie
Wow.
came in 2 years later.
Wow.
Again.
Wow.
Basketball, track, healthy lifestyle. She didn't do any drugs, drinking. She ate healthy.
Wow.
She was quiet.
Wow.
And another, you know, person that wants to give back.
Yes,
You
and
know,
that's
so
key.
these women.
That's who you learn from,
That's
pretty
who
much.
I learned from. That's who I
Yes.
saw. This is what I want to do.
Good.
I don't have the name like Evelyn Ashford or Jackie. And
Right.
she married my coach, Bobby Kersey, which
Okay.
was.
Yeah. Okay.
I was
we're
like,
gonna
you
leave-
married Bobby,
Yeah.
coach?
Mhm.
To make you get up and work out? No.
Right.
You probably wouldn't have to do
5
that
o'clock
with Jackie.
in the morning.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right. Wow.
So, but they were the ones, when you talk about inspiration, I had so much, but it was still inside of me. Because that's what I tell people when they work
Yeah,
out.
right.
I'm a tool.
Yes.
All these people were tools and
Yes,
influences.
come on.
You have to reach in and
Yeah,
take
take
out
out,
what's
right.
inside of them.
Yes.
I'm not the best physical fitness trainer, wellness trainer, coach, whatever.
Yes. But
They're just tools.
yes.
What you eat is fueling your body.
Yes.
The supplements that you take,
Come on, talk
it
to us.
has to be
Yeah.
something that you notice a difference in. These are just tools, and I experienced this
Yes.
at a young age.
Wow.
So I think that when I went to we went back and forth, but when I started working in the fitness industry, that's what I took from my track.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you had, did you have, as you were growing, so you were pretty good, obviously, you went to UCLA. Did you have any aspirations, I should say, about being in the Olympics?
Of course,
Okay.
everybody does. And
Okay.
I
Talk
would have
about
made the
that.
80 Olympics.
Talk to me. You would have. Talk
We
to me.
would have, but in
Yes.
January, February, we knew that we were boycotting the Moscow.
Wow.
So we knew we were going to boycott it.
That's
So
deep right there.
It
I
was
remember
deep.
that. Yes.
It was
yes.
deep. So you
Yeah.
had to get in the mindset.
Come on.
You know, if you had to have a strong mind, because if you
Yes.
would have said, "Oh shoot, I've worked all these years, and now we're going to boycott it, and
Yes.
I'm going to make the team,
Yes.
but I'm not going to be able to go."
Wow. And that
So
was crazy.
you had
That's-
to say,
Yes,
okay,
yes,
but
yes.
there's more to
Yes,
this.
yes, yes.
And that's when I started just looking around, like, what am I going to do
Mm-hmm.
with all the fitness things? What am I going to do with the track? What am I going to do? And this is what I talked to my son about.
Yeah, you
when
gotta
we
go.
talked about, what are you going to do? Is you're going to make this a platform?
Yes.
You're going to make the athletic talent that was given to you? Are you
Yes.
going to, branch
Yes.
off and make
Yes.
this a platform?
Good, yes.
But I think that was another thing that made me think about there's more to getting on the track, jumping, getting,
Yes. Come on,
hurdling,
come on.
Long
Come on.
jumping. There's more to it because it could be taken away like that.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. And the thing about that is, we're talking about the discipline part about self-relationship. You saw what you wanted. I'm seeing that you saw what you want. And then something opened your eyes, okay, I want to do this because I want to help people. And that's really important. Like this field, like I said, is really important. But talk a little bit about, I think you have somebody by the name of your uncle, Dr. Meredith.
Dr. Meredith
Yes,
Gourdine.
talk about
That's
him
my
because
dad's-
that's
my
an
dad's brother.
inspiration for you.
They
others.
didn't tell me when I started running against the boys, they didn't tell me. I didn't know. I did not know. I knew he because he also. No, I knew my uncle.
I'm just saying.
No, I knew he was a physicist.
Okay,
that's the part I knew.
Okay,
I didn't know about the Olympics.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't know any of that stuff.
Come on.
And then one day my grandmother came. We're all there. My grandmother says, do you see that picture up there? My mantle. He's standing next to a hurdle.
Yeah, a hurdle.
And I'm looking, going. I chose those. Yeah. I didn't know.
You had no idea.
I had no idea.
Wow,
so I chose that. And
wow.
My uncle is a very special man.
Come on, talk about him.
Because he was the epitome of self-relationship. Let me tell you. This man was, the 5% of Cornell, famous physicist, inventor, black. You got to look him up. They don't really talk about black inventors.
Right.
Gourdine, Gourdine. Got to look him up.
Right.
He still had a good time. He still was there for his 5 children.
Yes.
He was there for our family.
Come on.
So you obviously had to take care of himself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you did.
He looked good.
Yes.
Wellness.
Right.
He caught diabetes. That's huge in my family. Diabetic. My father passed at 60. So this is me now, all this together. Now I am on my pulpit. Okay.
So you basically said,
I'm on my pulpit
that right there sparks you a little bit like, wait, hold up, this ain't going down.
Serious.
Yes, come on.
Because my dad died, he had a cardiovascular disease and diabetes, and he died at 60.
Oh, wow.
And I'll be 64.
Hello, she said it. She told us
I'll be 64.
64, you do not, wow.
Weeks, something like that. Might as well say I'm 64.
Did she sit up here and forget her days?
No, I didn't forget it. No, I didn't.
I know. But I'm going to tell you something.
What today was.
I'm going to tell you, right, I'm going to tell you something, but you do not, I mean, anybody that's looking at you, you do not look nowhere near 64. So that says a lot about when things sparked you, the cardiovascular and the diabetes. That says a lot about your discipline level. I'm going here. I'm not going to eat bad. I'm going to take care of my body, period. And that's where you are to help folks because of your things that have happened.
That's my genetics.
And that's your genetics,
even though they were healthy.
Okay, got you. Okay,
that's my genetics.
Got you.
So I got into, I started talking to everybody. It doesn't matter. You have to eat right now. Yes. Because if this can happen to these strong men here, but they was drinking and smoking, and they were athletes. After they were athletes, they still was doing their thing, maybe not exercising as much. I said, they can't stop. This has to keep going. So I passed along, in my genetics, wellness.
Yes, good. Okay.
My kids, they're not, there's no such thing as cardiovascular disease, or I'm not passing that along, because I didn't get it. I'm not diabetic. So I didn't get any of that, and it's on both sides of my family. I'm not getting it. My blood pressure's great, but it's about taking care of yourself.
That's self-care.
If you can't, what do they say? Put the oxygen mask on yourself
first.
You can't take care of anybody else. So self-relationship. And when you first told me this, I said, you know what? Life shouldn't even exist without that, because you can't be good to anybody else if you're not taking care of yourself.
Exactly.
So, and you can't be sick. You can be, but you shouldn't be, because most of the things that we're getting sick, you can't catch.
Gotcha. Okay. Absolutely.
You can't catch high blood pressure.
You can't catch.
You can't catch diabetes.
Yes.
And it's genetic, but I'm 64.
Yes.
Good. My sugar's good.
All right. Okay, at this point, we're going to go to a break. We'll be right back.
I used to hate my voice until I found that it's my gift. I've been stressed out, broken down from all this baggage that I live. Too afraid to shoot my shots. Too afraid that I might miss. But if I don't accept my journey, then my life's a wasted trip. I remember times and reference every blessing I never prayed for. Mama broke down when times were hard, so we just prayed more. The thought of leaving hurts you, but still my own dreams I can't ignore. I promise to make you proud, but I can't stay and fight an endless war. For every time I saw my mother's tears, I worked hard to not upset her. To the haters that rather keep you down than try to rise together. To the folks that couldn't make it out but always hope for better. To the city that made me who I am. To you I write this letter.
your man John Sally. We are here at Life Kitchen. That's right, L-Y-F-E Kitchen, right in Culver City. They're all over. Great place. You can get a vegan meal here, and you can eat flesh. But if you're with me, you're gonna have a vegan meal. Now, sitting to my left, I know he looks like me. His teeth are better than mine right now because he just went to the dentist. And my man John Lewis, better known as the Badass Vegan.
What's up, everybody?
And I would say probably one of the best ambassadors for the vegan lifestyle, a plant-based lifestyle I've seen, especially in this time and age. You're young.
I appreciate it.
You're black and alive. So explain what Vegan Smart is before I get into asking you about you.
Vegan Smart is it's a vegan protein shake that helped develop with a good friend of mine by the name of Kareem Cook, and we're basically just making a sweep across the country, just showing people how the vegan lifestyle can be sexy, smart, vegan, plant-based.
Okay, now I hear you having a brunch. Is it some kind of brunch? Is it in Miami?
It's in Miami.
Free vegan brunch?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just my people was telling me that you had some.
You didn't get that invite?
It's so funny.
It was
I
on
didn't get an invite. I didn't get an invite.
It was on the way though.
I get a lot of things telling me to donate money, but I don't ever get invites to the stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna show up anyway. That's just how I got to do it with you.
Welcome back to Self-Relationship is a Must. Thank you, Miss Lisa, again for coming on, and we're going to go right into this, finish this thing out. So, you know, you went over a lot of great things for us today, like as far as just how to feel good. Not just how to feel good, but you gave us some keys on, you know, how to do it, the wellness part. You ran track, your discipline, all that just plays a role in staying healthy, in shape, you know. You're 64 years old, because you told me that. And you look great, like at 64. Like you look like you've been taking care of yourself, and that comes from having somebody within your family, you know, that had diabetes and the cardio, you know, cardio issue hit you. So, and you said, hey, I'm gonna take it a point to, we're gonna stop it right here. Almost like that curve stops here.
Done.
And so, and you did it. And here you are, you know, you're helping folks with your stories. And I think there need to be more people like you, you know, because, and then also what we have to remember is like a lot of people don't know how to tap into somebody that can help them. Some people feel helpless, but they don't want to go out for the help. So this is why I do this show, you know, for people to come on like yourself, and hopefully they're watching out there, you know, take it from her. You know, she can help you. Don't look at her beauty and say, oh, well, she's this, she's that. Listen to what she's saying so that it can help you in life and help you live a couple extra years in life. You know, she told me earlier that she wants to live to 120. And I looked and I thought she was laughing, like, but she was dead serious. Like, were you not serious? I said, well, I know you're going to live to 90. She said 120. See, you got to have that mindset. Who knows? She may be the first person. Well, Methuselah, whatever his name, yeah. But to live 120 per se, but that we know. That's what I'm saying. Us, but it's in her genes. This is what she's doing now, and I thank you for just showing us, you know, how to become one. I have to admit, I was going to tap into a couple of things that you did, but I said, I don't know. Used to be a football player. I think I'm a little fit, but I'm not there. She's not going to outwork me. But then I thought about she will outwork me because she have taken upon herself, this is her life. That's not my life. This is her life. So I said, I'm not going to tap into that. I'm not messing with Lisa. But Lisa, I'm coming in. I'm getting ready to get online. I'm going to come in and bring me there because I got to, you know, because I'm 58. And it's at that time where we got to start, you know, watching, making sure, we should have been started, but making sure that, you know, we'd have no scares.
Your numbers are important.
Okay.
Because I wasn't healthy in my 40s.
Okay.
A lot of female stuff, you know. The C-sections. I had 3 C-sections.
Yeah.
Then I had a baby at 42. I got really sick in my 40s.
Wow.
I couldn't walk. My back my back was all tied up, and I'd go to the doctor's like, oh, your back looks like an Asian woman with osteoporosis. I was like, you're gonna call me Asian? He literally said that. I don't say that.
Yeah.
My doctor told me that.
Wow, that's all you
and
need to hear.
And I'm like, why are you saying this?
Yes.
But he goes, this shouldn't be your genetics. That's what he's telling me.
Okay, makes
how are you like this?
Yeah.
They thought it was workers' comp because it's the textbooks, right?
Everybody
I was doing
said
the textbooks.
Yeah.
Did you hurt yourself? Of course, they looked at my back. My back had all kind of stuff from long jumping.
Yeah,
the impact,
it
had all those marks that healed on your spine.
Yeah, of course.
It healed.
Comes back. Oh, wow.
So they're looking at me like, we don't know what this is. Like, why are you so sick? Why are you, And I went to neurologists. I went to a lot of different things. It was basically hormonal.
Yeah.
So you have to heal yourself.
Yes.
From what you eat and what you do. Because I'd slow down a bit.
Okay.
Corporate America, partying a little bit, having, the little wine cocktail parties. I had 3 kids in 3 different areas.
Yeah. Okay.
I was doing,
okay.
my little fitness things on the side,
Yeah,
but
good.
I wasn't
Okay.
exercising like I was.
All right. Okay.
So then we're going to get into my habits.
So right into it. Let's just keep going real quick. So your habits. Just talk about a couple habits you talked to me about.
Yeah, well, because after that scare, it didn't matter how I felt. Everything hurt.
Wow.
When I got out of the bed, come on, it hurt.
I
You
do
get
that. Yeah,
and I'm like, I'm not going out like that. This feels weird. Like, this doesn't feel natural.
Yes.
And so people just like, okay, I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do. I started just investigating on supplements, eating right, and what was contributing to what the doctor's like, we don't know what to tell you. Because obviously the way they diagnosed me was kind of unconventional.
Yeah.
They gave me another race.
Yeah, okay, all right, okay.
But it was, so I said, I'm going to have to heal myself.
Yeah.
So everything contributed. I started reading. I really got into the anti-aging.
Okay.
And started reducing sugar, all these different things. And then sometimes you're busy, you can still move.
Yes.
Okay, so I always have weights. I have a mat. I have baseball mitts. I have my skates in my trunk.
Yes.
But during the day, if I'm home, whatever, I don't sit down and put my shoes on.
How you put your shoes on, Lisa?
I stand up. Because balance, you need flexibility, balance, strength, and cardio. You need all 4 of those. And this is what I researched and why I was so stiff and why I didn't feel good.
Come on.
So I just started reading about functional exercising and just doing things that you normally would not do.
Now how do you? Because real quick, like.
I stand up. I look like put my feet like this, and I stand on one leg.
I couldn't. I'm done. Yeah.
No, you gotta try it.
Okay.
Well, you could do this to keep your balance, but the more you do it, just like anything else.
Okay.
Just
is that
do
like
it.
working the psych?
No, it's getting your balance. Like when you're an athlete,
you gotta be focused. So that makes
it's going to get you focused.
Yes. Okay.
And I can go into the whole physiological reason, but your neurons are asleep right now.
Okay.
It's not firing in on your muscle.
Wow.
It's not talking to it.
Hear this, you guys.
It's not talking to it.
Yes. Okay.
And this is what I go through with when I'm consulting people. I said, let's look at your lifestyle here.
Yeah.
Let's see where we can fit things in. I'm a tool.
Okay.
If you do it. You can. You try it. I don't like to do it. I'm not going to do it. I don't want anybody to feel bad about what they do.
You're not going to browbeat them. Just do your best.
Yeah, just
That's
do
key
your
right
best.
there.
Because I'm that person that will, when you come to my house, I'll have a mini trampoline rebounder in my living room because that's how I'll watch TV.
Wow.
I do push-ups. I still could do.
Okay.
If you told me, Lisa, can you do 15, 20 push-ups now? I can.
I know you can.
And it
I
always
don't want
freaks
you to do
people
it.
out. I won't
Embarrass
do
me.
it.
Yeah.
I won't do it. It
Okay.
freaks people out.
So
when I
that's
go
something
bowling.
That's you. Oh yeah.
And my
yeah.
son and I go bowling, and
Yeah.
so if you throw a gutter ball, you got to do 10 push-ups.
Okay. you do that at 64. That's so huge.
He just thinks it's normal.
Okay. Yeah.
But these are the things that I incorporated when I started feeling bad, because I started just jogging 5 miles when I wasn't feeling good. And people are like, what are you doing? I go, I'm running away from old age. I don't know what y'all doing, but I'm running away from old age.
That's good.
It hurts when I do it, and it hurts when I don't.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, 2 or 3 years later, with the supplements reducing the
Let's
inflammation.
go into the supplement type of thing here too.
I
so.
took everything.
Yeah.
I was a supplement trial and error person, and I believe in that.
Okay.
Everybody's is different. Your body's going to take in nutrients differently.
Okay.
So you have to do trial and error.
Okay.
And it's good to find somebody who knows a little bit about supplements.
Yeah, because you can't just go take anything. Everybody's, you got to check what your doctor say. Always
Check with
consult
your
with your doctor before. Okay.
Because if you have kidneys
blood
disease, if you
pressure,
have something wrong with your
heart,
liver,
all that, yeah.
you can't just take anything.
Right. Make sure you guys know that you got to always consult with your
So
physician.
the good thing you have to but the good thing is I can at least guide you to that.
Yes.
Because of my pharmaceutical background.
Okay, right.
And the curiosity that I had in looking at the different supplements. So I've tried everything, and I noticed that the vitamins that you get, and they're not bad,
right,
in the grocery stores, whatever, my body was assimilating, getting used to it. If I got off of it, my body didn't know that,
yeah.
I found what I'm doing now. I am a Thrive Lavelle promoter.
Okay, good.
And I've been on it for 8 years.
Okay.
And that's what I promote now. And my body does not assimilate to it.
Oh,
if
wow.
I, for some reason, miss my shipment,
wow,
I feel aches and pains.
Yeah.
All my clients, I've noticed performance.
Good.
Where they're able to
Results.
perform better, energy.
Right.
My kids look at me and say, "Mom, I don't want to have kids because your energy level is it's too much. How do you have this energy?"
Yeah.
It's my supplements.
That's great. Okay.
I don't want to take drugs.
Okay.
I don't want to be on medication.
Good.
Because
okay.
at our age, everybody has anywhere between 4 to 8 prescriptions. That's normal.
Yeah. Okay.
That's normal. So I didn't want to go there.
Yeah, okay.
So that's what I do. And what I do is I take 2 little capsules, a shake, and it's a dermal infusion patch.
Okay.
That you, and it actually, the nutrients, there's about 100 premium vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, antioxidants, like easy for me to say, right?
Right, you good.
Plant extracts, and it feeds my body with what it's not making during the day.
All right.
So remember we talked in the morning, when you get up in the morning, you're asleep, your body's not doing anything, you got aches and pains.
Right, go ahead.
Remember at 3 o'clock, I don't have that, 3 o'clock.
So that's huge, okay.
It's a supplement.
Okay, so now as we're ending here, your goals for people, real quick, what's your goals for people that are watching, and then we'll talk about how they can come to you and all that.
I do consulting.
Yes, okay.
Because I know that if you don't feel good, you're not going to stay with my program.
Okay.
You're not going to stay with any program.
Okay.
You have to find a tool.
Okay.
You have to like it.
Okay.
So my goal is you can follow me on Instagram.
Talk to the camera right there.
Just if you just type in Lisa, Lisa, CPT. That's Certified Personal Trainer.
That's Compton.
Not some people think it was Compton.
I
That's
know,
a joke. You know
I
the joke.
Yeah.
Somebody thought, you from Compton? I
Yeah.
go, no.
Okay, good.
I'm from Lake Forest.
Good.
No.
Okay. Yeah. What's up? Good. Okay.
But so any of the social medias, Instagram, even TikTok, you can find Coach Lisa and Private Lisa.
Okay. Talk to that camera.
On
tell the folks.
Instagram, Facebook. Online Wellness Trainers is my Facebook page.
Okay.
Follow me for motivation, education, and DM me if you want a lot of details, because I will probably give you more than you asked, but
right.
use me as a tool.
Okay.
Tell me exactly what you're looking to do, and my goal is to help as many people as I can.
Wow.
That's why I'm on social media. That's why I picked it up. We were talking about that when you started, when you had your book. Remember I said, I know I'm 60-something, but I learned.
Good.
So I could reach people and help them where they need help.
Okay. Now, Lisa, when these people, you tell them where to find you. So when they do contact you, when you start them on a level, just a lower level, and just work to that top
I don't
point.
do anything without an assessment.
Okay. So you always
and I'll
assess
even
them.
do, we have a consultation.
Okay.
And then I do want them to make sure they know their numbers.
Okay.
Did you go to your doctor? Do you know what your blood pressure is?
Yeah.
I also follow a lot of apps.
Okay.
I have a lot of apps, so I follow them.
Okay,
I put
good.
them on an app,
Okay.
so I could see what they're doing, what you're
Yes.
eating, so you
Yes.
can keep track of it. It's real easy for me to follow you on any
Yes.
app that you use.
Right.
You know, my Fitness Pal,
Good.
or Fitbit, whatever.
Okay.
But I do assessments.
Okay.
I measure, of course,
whole thing, yeah.
weights, body, you know, how much water,
Yes, intake, yeah. Okay.
you know, percentage of water, your body fat.
Good.
I do all that.
Okay.
But the first thing is a consultation.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then I will do a fitness test.
Mm-hmm.
And then we start our program.
Okay.
And I don't let you progress until you earn it.
Good. Okay, so that's huge. And I would recommend, you know, everyone to get with Miss Lisa, tap into a program. If you're really interested in making sure that you live longer, and I say live longer, you don't want to, you know, pretty much don't want to deal with these ailments that if you don't have to. So I recommend that you go onto one of those social media platforms that she told you guys, get involved. She's here to help. That's the main thing, you know. She's a walking testimony of what it's all about today. And Lisa, you're dynamic. You know, you're dynamic, and I love your energy. I love how you're there to help people. One thing I know Miss Lisa's not going to do is browbeat you. Like she's not going to say you're not this. No, you can't do that. She's going to allow you to go how you want to go, and what you want to do. And that's huge, because a lot of coaches be out there and they make those athletes and their customers feel really down. But Lisa doesn't do that.
No, my philosophy is I'm a tool.
Okay.
So unless your hammer can pick up and hit you on the head
Right.
on its own,
That's good. Love it.
that's not what I do.
Okay.
I'm just that hammer.
Wow. Okay. Well, Lisa, I thank you for
Thank
tuning
you for
in.
having me.
I
like
thank
your
you for
energy.
tuning in and talking and coming in. But I know, like I said it on all my shows, there's many places that you could have been, many podcasts that you could have been on, but you chose mine. I love it. I appreciate you. And keep doing it.
Well,
Keep
the
doing what you're doing.
self-relationship is huge.
Thank you. Yes.
That rang true.
Yes.
The first time you told me
Yeah.
that, I was like, wow. Where'd
Yeah.
you come up with that?
I don't know. I'm just laying up thinking one day, and it just hit me.
It's amazing.
And it comes through me, but I'm gonna do an insert on that. But it's pretty much something I had to live through first to be able to present it to everybody. But it's going good, and this is what it's all about. But again, it's not being selfish.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
is good.
Yes, He is all the
He's
time.
working through you.
Yes, thank you.
Because most people need to hear this.
Yes,
They
okay.
really do, because
Yeah.
you don't have to live the way we're living.
Yes.
You know, I also work with high school students.
Okay.
They don't have to do PE.
Yeah. Okay.
All the videos. You don't have to do this.
That's a whole nother podcast.
But you don't have to do this.
Yes.
You could take care of yourself.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
You could take
Okay.
care of yourself.
Got you.
You don't have to sit and watch. Sometimes I think that helps hurt your mental.
Yes,
We can talk
okay,
about that.
okay.
But that have a relationship with yourself.
Yeah.
And do what's right for yourself.
That's right.
Find the right
That's key.
tools.
That's key. Okay. All right. So thank you again to you, audience out there, my viewers. If you feel like you have a self-relationship moment, and I say moment or moments, meaning like Lisa, she had a goal. She set goals and she reached her goal. And now she's helping others. Anything that you are doing and that you have an idea of doing that can help others, I would love to have you onto my show. I'm not selfish. It's not about me. I've been there. I've been under the light, played under 100,000 people. It's not about me. It's about you, bringing you onto this platform to share with others about what you're doing and how you got where you got. People need to hear from you. So if you would like to come onto the show, you can tune in to, or should I say, email. Her name is Sierra Garner, and that email address is CIARAC Garner, GARNER @iCloud.com. So hit her up, and she'll come with me and let me know who wants to come on. But I encourage you to come on. It's a great show. I'm confident in saying that. It's not going to do nothing but get bigger. And I also want to give a shout out to always where I am, a place here called the Epic Event Center. This is where I'm sitting at. Mr. Sean Jones, Track, all those guys who are allowing me to sit here and make this my podcast home. I thank you guys. I really, truly thank you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. If you have any events, banquets, weddings, whatever, this place is the place. Please lock in, go online, call the Epic Event Center. It's in Rancho Cucamonga, California. The place, all you have to do is just go online, check it out, and then come look at it. They'll let you. But Events is here for you. But at this time, we're going to leave out by saying self-relationship is a must. Make sure you're doing that part.